Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great weekend. Welcome back to the work week, I guess. I hope you took a little bit of a break over the weekend, or at least you just rested enough so that you can have a good week. I've got a nice week planned out, but I must say that trying now to find a sweet spot between resting enough and training enough. I have been having a little bit of pain here and there, which I always push through. And then I sometimes think, there's no deadline that I need to meet. It almost feels like I'm always working very hard to get the best results. And then sometimes overwork, I guess. But I think if I rest enough, then I can be better and get back to it tomorrow, But whatever, it kind of comes and goes. I think some weeks, like some days, we feel better than other days. And there's a video that I shared recently, I think on my Instagram, where it had the two videos identical, the one being motivated, the one being unmotivated or demotivated. And it looks the same. And it's kind of like that. I go kind of try to do everything, even though I'm not in the mood to. When the time rocks up, I just put on my working shoes and start doing what needs to be done. And then afterwards, I think always when I start doing an activity, I always think about the reward, thinking about sometimes, getting the body to be motivated, kind of giving it that sense of, there's an apple 3 kilometers away and it's worth it. Go for that apple, where sometimes it doesn't feel like it, But the one thing that I think I'm going to remind you guys of, and I want you to start this week off with, is being fearless. And being fearless, I know one of the mottos that I have is no fear. And of course, being fearless has more to do. And the other day I saw a very good, I think a picture, and it kind of reminded me of two phrases that go with no fear. And of course that our bodies will feel fear whenever required, or whenever our mind is set up to. Either you're scared of spiders or snakes, or even both, but you're going to react a certain way regardless of the way that you try to think beforehand. If I can put it that way. I've got a thing about heights, so your body reacts in a way that doesn't really matter how you think about it, it's going to feel that way. The way the truth is, or I would say the truth, or the secret, or the theme, or whatever you want to call it, I guess, behind no fear is to be brave or to find courage in moments where others would find fear and anxiety. Always see yourself, or try to see yourself as the individual that would, and I'm not saying in every situation it should be rather fight than flight, definitely not. I do believe there are certain fights that are worth it and certain that are not. But you should always be capable of making the best decision, regardless of how I think you feel about it. And the more that you react in the way that you prefer to react, and I've been there, I have reacted when I should have not reacted, but learning from experiences like that, moving forward, I was able to hold myself back or react in a way that is more suitable for my goals, if that makes any sense. I think I like the idea of being stoic. It has the ideas built in to be prepared, and through that you might seem stoic in high tense or in dangerous situations, just because you have prepared yourself every day, every minute, every hour, with the right type of mindset and consistent ability to control your feelings. You can't always control the outcome. You can't control people, even though you sometimes think if you're helping them, they are doing everything. Of course, it's not the way that this works. We all need to learn at our own pace, and doesn't really matter. Sometimes I could want the best, and the outcome could be something that would be bad. They always say intentions are the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I always think about that. I always say your intentions should be good, you know. I think that sometimes voicing your intention is pointless. You should rather just have that in your actions, you know, and then people will see your intent through your actions, not your words. Sometimes they don't match up, you know, so try to be authentic with yourself, and your actions will show that. So that's a long and the short of it. I want you to be fearless this week, in the sense of, yes, there will be things that bring up fear, and you should be able to draw to things that bring forth courage or bravery for you to push through to reach your goals. You know, a reminder should be to you that nothing is as scary that you imagine it to be. Whatever the work is that is required, whatever the outcome is that is required, you can do it if you just take it step by step and believe in every step of the way. That's why I'm always saying, one foot in front of the other. Be certain about each step. Don't be, have your mind drift too much into autopilot, and then you'll be in a spot where you'll need to find excuses to get out of, start getting back to the path of action. So that's my message for you guys this weekend. This week, I think this weekend we went to a show, and so much of what I see sometimes reminds me of that. It's just to be fearless, believe in yourself, and you'll get there. Have a great night, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.